So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career. And why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
And the Colts getting ready to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
On 2nd down, here's Hull. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll keep it on the ground. Hull. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd-and-1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, 43 yards. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go. And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 39 yards there. A big one.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. To the air again, Burrow. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Now it's Burrow. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Dayo Odeyingbo. Able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow. And he'll go underneath here to Evans. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. This to make it a 2-score game. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 2nd and 5. Richardson now on 2nd down. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Hull. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. This pass reeled in by Hull. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Richardson working from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Right side caught by Jackson. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Richardson out of the shotgun. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And Richardson looks to throw once more. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride. Another first down. Up the middle they go. Hull. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Richardson. Open man is Duvernay. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. A short throw pulled in short of the first, as he can only get to the 20.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And Gay knocks this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. 33 yards that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Evans. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Burrow going to keep it, running right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Here we go. Line of scrimmage. Yeah, they'll go right back to Evans. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. From the 25, here's 2nd and 4. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Dayo Odeyingbo bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll look to throw here. Keeps himself upright. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the Colts are right back in this football game. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. So Richardson and the Colts now down by 7, 2:13 remaining. How costly of an interception will that be? It's time to find out. 1st and 10. Richardson. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return is Duvernay. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Here's 1st and 10. Richardson to throw again after the pick 6. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Here comes 2nd down. Richardson. Got his man, it's Woods. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Richardson to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Cincinnati, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.